Hello, dear students. I am Samir Velankar. I welcome all of you to this third video on recursive functions in C. In this video, we will be writing a recursive function to find the value of x to the power y, and we assume that both x and y are integers. To find out x raised to y, by the way, we want to find x raised to y. To find out x raised to y, we have to get a recursive definition. And the recursive definition of x raised to y is x raised to y is equal to x into x raised to y minus 1. This definition is seen by everyone, or rather was seen by everyone in high school days, where x raised to y is nothing but x into x raised to y minus 1. As an example, let's say we are asked what is 2 raised to 3. Everybody knows 2 raised to 3 is 8. But if you think recursively, 2 raised to 3 can be defined as 2 multiplied by 2 raised to 2. Of course, yes, 2 multiplied by 2 raised to 2 is 2 into 4, which is 8. But then, are you observing? You were defining x raised to y, x being 2 and y being 3. You were defining x raised to y, and in the definition of x raised to y, we have used x raised to y, or rather, we have used x raised to y minus 1. So the raised to function or the power function is using power function. That's recursion. So if you were asked what is 2 raised to 3, you have answered it like this, isn't it? 2 into 2 raised to 2. So you can then answer 2 raised to 2, which is still unknown, 2 raised to 2. 2 raised to 2 is 2 into 2 raised to 1, which is very true. But then 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 1 is 2 into 2 raised to 0, which is very true. But 2 raised to 0, as I say always, enough is enough. 2 raised to 0 is not 2 into 2 raised to minus 1. Nonsense it will be. Sorry for this word. But 2 raised to 0 is 1. Anything raised to 0 is 1. And now you watch. This is the only answer that you have got. Actually, you wanted answer of 2 raised to 3. Here we are. We wanted what is 2 raised to 3. But this is the answer you got. 2 raised to 0 is 1. So you can easily substitute the value of 2 raised to 0 here. This is 1. So you get 2 raised to 1. 2 raised to 1 is 2 into 1, which is 2. So 2 raised to 1, observe here to the pointer where I am pointing my pen, 2 raised to 1 comes out as 2, isn't it? And then finally 2 raised to 2 will become 2 into 2, which is 4. So this 2 raised to 2, 2 square is 4. And finally we get 2 into 4, which is 8. And this is the answer for 2 raised to 3. So in general, how do you think of recursive definition of x raised to y? X raised to y we know is x into x raised to y minus 1. And we are asked to write a recursive function for this. So we can write this x raised to y as a function called power. Let's name a function as power. And obviously, power function should get two things, x and y, because we are finding x raised to y. So we should pass these two values to the power function. Now, what is power function going to return? Check that this equal to becomes return. And we are going to return x multiplied by, that's this expression, x multiplied by, how do you write x raised to y minus 1 of the right hand side? X raised to y minus 1 will be written as power x comma y minus 1. I hope you are understanding. Power x comma y minus 1 is nothing but x to the power y minus 1. But then there has to be an if statement here, because then if you don't write if, this will be an endless recursion, isn't it? And you can say if the y exponent, if this y exponent is 0, that means you are raising x to the power 0. Then you don't have to find any answer, because you know anything raised to 0 is 1. Otherwise you use this recursion. So from there we got this recursive function, isn't it? It's so easy. Just one recursive definition that you already know. This was the recursive definition you already knew. You can easily map it to the C function, isn't it? Here again, I have used a long int power function because the x raised to y can be a very large number. So I have returned a long int from the function. Okay, let's see this program in execution. Rather, we will execute it on paper. Imagine two variables in main, a and b, and c is a long int. Okay, and then we are asking the user to enter base and exponent. Let's say a entered by the user is, let's say, 3, and b entered by the user is 2. So user is interested in finding 3 raised to 2, which is 9. So here comes the call. This call becomes c is equal to power 3 comma 2. So you know how we work out with recursion, isn't it? We write power x comma y is running. Check this, check these parameters, check this. Power is running this function with two parameters x and y, and that's what exactly I have written here, x and y. And what is x? X passed by the main is 3, because the call was power 3 comma 2 and y is 2. So if you run this function, if you run this power function, you just have to check, is y equal to 0? Is the second parameter equal to 0? No, y is not 0. So else will run, and else has a statement return x multiplied by, substitute the value of x. X is 3 multiplied by power x comma, x is 3, x comma, y minus 1. Y minus 1 is 1. That is 2, 2 minus 1. So you tell me to find 3 raised to 2, you want to find 3 raised to 1. This is the recursive call. So now power x comma y starts again. This function power is called again with the parameters x and y. But notice the parameter x is 3, 3 was passed, isn't it? And y is 1. So you are finding 3 raised to 1. If you run the function line by line, you will understand that y equal to 0, this condition y equal to 0 is false here, because y is 1. So else runs, and in else there is a statement return return x into, x is 3, 3 into power 3 into power x comma, that is 3 comma y minus 1, where y minus 1 in this case is 0. So there is a recursive call here. So power function is called with power x comma y. These are the two parameters, but the parameter x this time is again 3, but y is 0. So in summary, to find power 3 comma 2, you had to find power 3 comma 1. And to find power 3 comma 1, you have to find power 3 comma 0. Now starts the interesting thing. When this function runs, if y equal to 0, this condition becomes true. So the function returns 1. The function is now returning 1. Anything raised to 0 is 1, isn't it? And 3 raised to 0 is indeed 1. So 3 raised to 0 is 1. This function ends and the calling function resumes. The calling function resumes returning 1. And 1 will be returned exactly here at the call, isn't it? Because from here the function was called. So 1 will be returned here. Now the function power 3 comma 1 is going to return 3 into 1, which is 3, 3 into 1. And 3 into 1 is returned exactly at the call here. The function power 3 comma 1 ends and the calling function resumes. The calling function was power 3 comma 2, and now it can return 3 into 3, which is 9, and the function ends returning 9. 9 will be returned in main at this point where I am pointing right now, and c is 9, and hence we have found power x to the power y. I hope you are getting into the act of thinking recursively, and more examples will be seen in coming videos. Thank you very much.